the beliefs and management compliance. For the background, hypertension is one of the leading causes of disability and death in both developed and developing countries. Appropriate lifestyle changes are often overlooked as cornerstones of its prevention and control. The World Health Organization reported that hypertension is responsible for 62% of cases of cerebrovascular disease and 49% of cases of ischemic heart disease. In addition, hypertension is the topmost risk factor for death worldwide. Around 1.39 billion of the world adult population lives with hypertension. Of these, 349 million are in high-income countries, while 1.0.4 billion are in low and middle-income countries. It also affects populations in low and middle-income countries that accounts for nearly 80% of deaths. Complications of hypertension account for 9.4 million of the 17 million cardiovascular deaths worldwide every year. Most research on patient compliance with hypertension control guidelines focuses on medication and adverse effects and the patient's senses of well-being. There are only few studies that specifically address the issue of compliance with recommendations for a healthy lifestyle. Therefore, the study aims to determine the belief of patients diagnosed with hypertension and their compliance on the recommended lifestyle modification. For the methodology, this research study have utilized a quantitative descriptive research design. And it has also utilized a purposive sampling method wherein the respondents were hypertensive patients from 4 different barangays in Jolo. And it has used a modified survey questionnaire which analyze the socio-demographic profile, the beliefs and compliance on hypertension management of the respondents. For the statistical analysis, specifically, it had utilized the frequency and percentage distribution, weighted mean, and analysis of variance to determine the significant difference between the level of beliefs and compliance of hypertensive patient towards hypertension management. So here are the results. For table 1, it shows the socio-demographic profile of the respondents in terms of age, gender, educational attainment, and civil status, and average monthly income. For the age, most of the respondents were from age 46 and above 55 years old. For the gender, most of the respondents were female. And for the educational attainment, most of the respondents had a college degree and only few had a postgraduate degree. For the civil status, most of the respondents were married, and for average monthly income, most of the respondents had an average monthly income of 10,001 peso to 15,000. For the table 2, it shows the level of clients' belief and compliance towards hypertension management using the weighted mean. The client's belief towards hypertension management is rated as 3.021, which is interpreted as moderately acceptable level, while as the client's compliance towards hypertension management had a weighted mean of 4.0428, indicating that there is a high compliance. For table 3, it shows the significant difference between the belief towards hypertension management and the social demographic profile. So as the table shows, the p-values of these variables are higher than the alpha level of significance. So we decided, the researcher the null hypothesis, and the interpretation is not significant. For table 4, it shows the significant difference between clients' compliance towards hypertension management and social demographic profile. So as you can see, the p-values are also greater than the alpha level, so the decision made is failed. Thus, the interpretation that the null hypothesis is not significant. The result, the table 1 presents the frequency and percentage demographic profile. The finding shows that most of the respondents aged from 46 to 55 years old and above mostly were married has an average monthly income between 10,001 peso to 15 pesos. Hunt et al. Noted that hypertension management were attributed to social and economic determinants. Hagnes, 1996, that non-adherence to hypertension management were attributed to high medical and social costs. Also, Holmes noted that among other demographic profile, race determines the level of adherence. While the Table 2 discusses beliefs and compliance of the respondents towards hypertension management, it showed that they have a moderate acceptable belief on hypertension and high level of compliance. Several studies have supported these findings, such as Al-Numani and them, noted that belief and medication adherence appeared to vary unpredictably, and that compliance was associated with the belief on the severity of hypertension and medication effectiveness. Also, Elzuber et al. And Horn added that perception and knowledge on hypertension management contributes to their beliefs about the disease and management compliance. Toff et al. Found out that necessity of prescribed medication did not contribute to hypertension control. In addition, motivation to take treatments often is due to mistaken beliefs about the necessity of the treatment or from concerns about the side effects of treatment. The result of this study shows that the hypertensive patient has partially agreed to the hypertension management. This research laid another advocacy for the health workers to consider the promotion and health education on hypertension management through partnership with the community. Cannot view the next slide. So hypertensive patients' knowledge of the disease and its complication was one of the main factors affecting patients' adherence to treatment. The study suggests in order to maintain clients' compliance, the motivation towards health management must be increased. This can be done by prompt follow-ups, health education, and communication, such as listening to complaints on side effects and other concerns. The table shows that there is no significant difference on the demographic profile. The p-values were greater the significant level of 0.5. Therefore, the researcher failed to reject the null hypothesis, indicating that there is no significant difference on the items being. In general, the study concludes that the socio-demographic profile that does not directly affect the beliefs and compliance level of the respondents towards hypertension management. The study revealed that hypertensive clients in selected barangays in Jolo had a moderately acceptable belief on hypertension management and had a high level of compliance. Despite of the positive result yielded in this study, efforts shall still be made to strengthen and maintain the compliance levels on hypertension management. The need to continuously improve their beliefs on the importance of management and control of hypertension so as to prevent complications and improve overall health. Thank you so much.